You could be the Shakespeare of business plan writing. You can write a business plan that's so beautiful, so perfect, so detailed, so great in every way that business people from miles around are going to come and read your business plan. But here's the thing, that business plan won't be successful unless you use it. You know, if you just put it in a drawer and glance at it every so often, it's not going to help you. It won't help you to be successful. So in this issue of Over 50 TV, what I'm going to do is tell you how to write a successful business plan, how to craft a plan that you're going to want to look at on a regular basis, because that plan is going to guide you. It's your roadmap. It's going to help you to become successful. So in this issue, I'll tell you how to write a successful business plan, and that is up next. Hi, welcome back to Over 50 TV, where we provide business and career advice to people over 50. And you know, whenever you're starting a business, I know it can be scary, especially if it's your first business and you're treading in an area, you're treading on ground that you haven't walked before. So it's not easy to do. And now, especially as you get older, and I say that because, especially as you get older, because you're used to a routine, you're used to doing some of the same things, and now you're going off into an entirely different direction. But I can assure you that when you start a business, the adventure, the challenge, you know, the goals that you set for yourself, especially when you achieve them, can be so rewarding. So what I want to do now in this video, in this episode of Over 50 TV, is really just tell you about a business plan and how to craft, how to create a successful business plan. You know, I know that a lot of you out there, when you're watching a video like this, an instruction, what I would call an instructional video, you're probably going to be taking notes. So yeah, there are some things that I'm going to put on here that are going to give you some information I'll give you that you may want to take notes. But let me just say this, that most business plans have the same elements. They always start out with, you know, a statement of purpose. You know, what do we intend to do with this business plan? And I'm going to just tell you, when your statement of purpose, you want to keep it short and sweet. Just keep it simple. 3 or 4 sentences is what I recommend. Some of the other elements, and I'm going to gloss over these a little bit, not too quickly, but I'm going to gloss over them because I want to get to what I consider the key element in a successful business plan. So again, statement of purpose, number 1. You're going to put a description of your company. You want to just describe the company, you know, what you're doing exactly, you know, how the company is going to even be structured. And that's really number 3, you know, structure the company. Are you going to be a corporation, a subchapter? Are you going to be a sole proprietorship, a partnership? You know, you want to decide on the structure, and you want to decide that pretty quickly. You also want to decide what product or service are you going to offer. Now, what I found whenever you're doing a product or service, you know, sometimes that can change. You know, it's not going to be set in stone. Yes. For example, if you're providing bookkeeping or accounting services, obviously that's what you're going to do. But you could expand that service down the road and add other services to your repertoire. Now, another thing that you need to do, and every business plan will have, is a market analysis. You know, how many people out there are doing what you're doing? What sets you apart? What makes you unique? What makes you different? And why you think your product or service is going to be better, or at least at the very least as good as the products that are out there. And a lot of times what I'm looking at is I want to be the best. I want to be better than the other, offer the best products or the best services out there. Resources needed. That's another key element in a business plan too, because resources needed. How much money are you going to need to start your business and keep it going for whatever amount of time? You know, a lot of times what they say, and I know you probably heard this, you know, that 90% of businesses fail I think it's over 5 years. But what I believe anyway is that as we're older, as we're over 50, we have a lot of life experiences and even business experiences that can help us to really increase the odds of us being successful. Now, another element in a business plan, in a successful business plan, is really the financial statements. You do want to put your numbers together, a budget together. You want to make some projections. So the financial statement is really important. So those are key elements. And again, I glossed over them rather quickly, I think. And I will go over them in more detail in a subsequent video. But I want to get to the key point. What I think is the most important thing in your business plan, and why I say that you can create a successful business plan, but you want to really spend time on your goals and your objectives. You want to measure yourself. You know, when I start a business, what I do immediately is, okay, where am I at today, and where do I want to be tomorrow? Where do I want to be in a week? Where do I want to be in a month? Where do I want to be in a year? That's where I spend a lot of my time whenever I decide that I'm going to start a business, and when I write a business plan, is what are my goals and objectives? Those are measurable. Those are things that you can look at. It's just like in your budget, in your home budget. You know how much money you need to make every single month to pay your bills. You know how much money that you need to have for a savings. So these are measurable goals. You know, your objectives. They're so important. And what I see in a lot of business plans that I believe are successful is when you make it short and sweet. And I usually like to have like a one-pager. And I'll look at that on a daily basis. This is my goals for this week. This is my goals for the month. I actually have it on my computer. So what I do is I go into my computer, I open up my statement, what I call my goal sheet. And I see what I've done so far and what I've accomplished. And sometimes it's just sales. Sometimes I just put down the sales, how much sales I've had, and what my goals are for the week and the month and the year. And I just see how closely I'm following my goal, because that is really a key. That'll tell me how I'm doing. That'll tell me how successful I'm being. So, I start out by saying you could be the Shakespeare of business plan writing, and really anybody can be the Shakespeare of business plan writing. You could even hire someone to write your business plan, and someone who can sit down with you and do all that. And sure, you definitely want to have a great business plan. You want to have a good one that you can follow and look back at. But the key element is your goals, and that to me is what you really want to look at, and look at it on a weekly basis, a daily basis, whatever it's going to take. That will also keep you focused, and it'll keep you motivated to doing and accomplishing the things that you want to do with your business. So goals, that's what you want to focus on. A one-pager, keep it simple, but that will help you to create a successful business plan. One that is not going to be kept in a drawer, one that's not going to be maybe hidden away, on the computer. Maybe you keep it at home on the top of your bureau. No, a successful business plan is one that you write, and one that you use, and one that you follow. So I recommend a one-pager. Write your business plan if you want to make it 4 or 5 pages, whatever you want to make it, 10 pages, I prefer something simple, but really a one-page goal and objectives. Where do I want to be at the end of the year? Where do I want to be in 3 years? And also, one thing I want to let you know is that no business plan should be set in stone. I can't tell you how many times I've written a business plan and it's changed. I've gone down a path. I've decided that, okay, I need to make a tweak here. I need to make an adjustment here. I need to take my product and maybe create more products. Maybe I need economy of scale, more economy of scale, whatever it is. But no business plan should be set in stone, and not if you're going to be successful, because things change all of the time. So this is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV, where we provide business and career advice to people over 50. I look forward to seeing you and talking to you again soon.